you don't need that now. Hey, welcome everyone! Welcome to Legacies of Caine, the Vampire the Masquerade role-playing game show, where we're playing V20, the 20th anniversary of Vampire the Masquerade. Of course, joining me today is the usual crew of Jess, Carpe, Dunce, and Umber. We just finished up the mission in London last time, where it ended up they met with, well, Dracula. They met Dracula, and he was relatively nice to them, but he's basically got them on a mission for him. So,
I'm gonna fuck his wife.
Which one?
All of them.
Yes. Anyway, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. I guess that's how Dawn is feeling.
Yep.
Leslie, how are you doing with everything that's happened here?
You know. Got a creepy little earth spirit following me around now. I'm a big fan of that. I really love it, yeah. You know, it's not like I enjoy being hidden or anything, or, you know, not having things watching over me all the time.
Samuel, how about you? How's it going?
He's feeling similarly to Leslie. Not that he likes to stay as hidden necessarily, but he doesn't like to share his information. And
oh, he doesn't, does he?
no, he doesn't.
I was gonna say.
But other people's information is totally fine, right,
Oh
Samuel?
yeah, exactly. That's
how it works. You don't share your own; you share other people's.
he's a
For which
Nosferatu.
you will be
what do
smacked
you
many
expect?
times, I imagine.
Information is power.
Power you give to enemies.
I didn't give it to an enemy.
In his defense,
Dracula's our friend.
potential enemies.
Dracula's
Potential
like
enemy.
my best bro.
You didn't know he was Dracula when you.
He didn't give it to Dracula, he gave it to Renfield.
Uh-huh.
He's not gonna know how to use that information.
Choke you out with your own shadow.
So, Nathan, how are you doing?
I really hope we work a lot better together on this next series of adventures.
Certain of us work just fine together. just saying.
I'm not going to have sex with you, Leslie.
But imagine how happy it'd make Dawn.
It would make Dawn really happy.
Yeah.
Wouldn't we already discussed? We'll just put his demon thing inside the body, and you can fuck that.
I mean, in all fairness, I could just look like someone else. I've grown.
Alright, so you'll go back to New York, and time is actually going to go by for all of you. And it's going to be months before you hear anything. It's one of those things about the vampire world that I'm sure Nathan is the one that has the most extensive knowledge of. With Leslie a little bit too, that there can just be a lot of time to yourselves. It's one of the reasons that vampires often struggle with humanity, because you just have that endless void of time fighting against you and disconnecting you. But this isn't years, this is months. And it's,
Over those months, I'm going to make sure that I can build into my portfolio a sizable donation to the college.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm stealing more land from my shitty neighbor. I'm expanding my sewer.
It's like,
What about Wick's car?
Wick
I will help with that as
Wick
well.
will have his car.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, I'm using Nathan to fabricate claims on the sewers. So that...
It's like there's no like legal documents because it's just random parts of the sewer, but you're like presenting legal documents to him.
He lives in the sewer, he probably doesn't know better.
I'm helping in the effort of showing Samuel how it works when you help someone else.
Oh, okay. So that's how that works.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So yes, and a couple of months go by. It rolls into winter, and it gets to be about early March when you will actually get a message. Samuel, you'll get it. You'll get a text from Fieldings. He's like, sorry about everything being very quiet here. My employer has informed me to let you know that things are in place. A representative will be coming to meet you in your city, arranging things with your prince for a private meeting location.
Sounds good. And then I forward it to the rest of the group.
I am amazed that he was able to get that come through in a text message.
And you just see, like, Leslie, like, slowly, like, try to figure this out. Like, look, I'm getting this.
She's like, okay. C, and it's all in the letters. It's not like he's typing out any of these words.
Yeah.
C-U... Oh, how do I type it there?
Will smack.
T-H-R.
But you'll get information that in a couple of days, someone will be coming to meet with you. And things pass as normal, all of you doing your own things, and it's, like, we'll say Thursday the 7th, and, you are brought in to Helena's office once again.
Thursday the 7th of
March. Which I might actually be correct on our calendar. Let me check. I might just be close. Oh my god, I got it right!
Oh, he's on it.
I just guessed.
Wow, that's impressive.
God tier.
Not gonna lie.
That's my luck for today. It's gonna be awful rolls for all the NPCs after that.
Now, if you could roll all ones against this, please.
That's probably what it's gonna be. Anyway,
oh, if only.
of course, a good friend of yours will be there to meet you.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck you, Charles.
hello! All of you survived whatever you were doing and didn't die horribly, and it doesn't seem like Helena wants to kill you yet. Oh, isn't that nice? Anyway, you're needed upstairs. Someone's here to meet you or something.
Can I choke him with his shadow?
I mean, you could.
I'm just gonna like whisper that to Nathan.
Not yet.
Enjoy your stay. Make sure to wipe your grubby little boots off.
How about now?
I'm gonna wipe it in the carpet as I walk.
I can't remember. Charles liked me, right? Or
Yeah,
at least he
yeah.
seemed to.
Charles likes you. Hey, Samuel. How are things going?
Charles.
Did
It's going well.
find anything interesting to do while you were in London?
Oh yeah, just find time to get away from these guys, these jokers.
I get that. Don't worry. I'll always, as usual, I'll make sure to put in a good word for you.
Thank you, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What clan is Charles?
You're not sure.
Bitch one.
Also, hey Jess, was Dawn actually looking like disappointed afterwards, like when she heard that?
Yeah. Oh
Alright.
yeah.
Samuel's definitely gonna be over and whisper like, "I'm just trying to get on his good side."
Okay. It's okay then.
Anyway, you'll of course head upstairs to the kind of the levels of the building which seem dedicated to Helena's operation here. She doesn't seem to be there to greet you. One of the elders that is kind of her advisors, he's kind of there. A woman that's looks in her mid-30s. She dresses very elegantly all the time. she'll kind of walk over and be like, "Ah, yes. Unfortunately, Helena is away in other parts of the city for business, but I was told to grant you a private meeting room with the gentleman who is here to see you. Please come this way." And she'll lead you off to another area that you don't normally actually visit around here. These actually look like, the kind of meeting rooms you'd have in like a corporate office. And it looks very almost business oriented. She'll kind of like just gesture to you that this is the place to go and leave you. You're just standing around in a hallway.
Yep.
Yep.
Disgraced first, then elimination. Also, there are things I might like to learn first.
Fair enough. Then I can choke him?
Yes, very much so.
Okay, cool. This makes me very happy. How long are we waiting here?
Yeah,
Until we are summoned.
Well, I mean, like, how long does it take? I think he...
You're standing outside the room that you're supposed to meet with someone.
Oh, we're just standing outside of it?
I mean, she's the prince. I kind of figured she'd be like...
Helena was
You
away.
come in when I say.
No. Helena's not there.
Helena's away.
Oh.
This is the person that came to meet with you.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess walk into the room.
All right. Kind of turning around with
After like an hour, we walk.
Yeah, we're like, okay.
He's like standing around for a while. Are we supposed to just walk in? Is that
Fashionably late, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway,
I mean, we're vampires. We're always fashionably late.
Yeah.
But turning around, kind of a quick start, is like, hello! Nice to see you all again. You're a fine, large city here. So,
Thank you, I worked on it myself.
it's very good to see you once more, and I'm here to assist you to a degree that I can help. I am supposed to travel with you to Romania.
All right. Well, you can sit next to Samuel.
Did you bring Lucy?
Do you speak Romanian?
My Romanian is a little rusty, and Miss Lucy did indeed accompany me to this city, but she has gone off somewhere beyond my knowledge, and I am in trouble for that. I'm probably in trouble for that. No, that's fine. She's a woman of herself, and she is going to be fine, and I'm pretty sure she's out with Miss Helena right now, and the two of them are having a night on the town.
I'm gonna go party with Lucy.
I didn't know Helena was a party girl.
For Lucy, she is.
Fair enough.
We don't know
Who
what their
doesn't want
night on the
to
town is either,
That's true.
Helena could have a much different idea of a night on the town than Lucy.
I was half tempted to start speaking to Fieldings in Romanian to see how you would keep up Tanta Split.
Personally, me, I don't know it, and I would just be like...
I know. I pulled up a bunch of Romanian phrases.
Mm-hmm. Well, shall we get on the way?
What is the plan?
As I was supposed to accompany you into Romania, we have some arrangements of a place to stay that hopefully you will enjoy. Hopefully.
Is it the castle? That'd be pretty
Oh,
cool.
no.
Oh.
No.
Is it a
Was that
suite?
still-
Well, it is a place that would be described as acceptable and out of the way.
What do you
How's
mean
it-
by acceptable?
Now, when you say acceptable, do you mean hovel?
No, it's a small inn. Small inn. Yes, small inn.
Is there hot water?
Well, yes.
Is Lucy coming with us?
Oh no.
Oh.
She'll be heading back home on her own.
Okay. So,
Is there
five
hot
of us-
running water? Or do we have to boil it?
Oh no. We'll be fine. Probably. How
many rooms does it have?
I believe we've managed to acquire 3.
Dawn and or Leslie.
I call Nathan. Or Dawn. I'm okay with either of them, really.
I'll take my own room.
It is in Bucharest at very least, so it is a large city. We will have to be polite when we arrive.
And you say this place is so we can remain relatively hidden, right?
It's on the outskirts of the city.
Mm-hmm. The 5 of us in one inn over the course of perhaps a month, maybe.
Well, I assume it was assumed that we'd be traveling more in the future.
I see.
We can always get another inn. I mean room.
All right, well, I guess everyone's ready.
Excellent.
I'm going to call up all the credit card companies and make sure that they are aware that I'll be traveling out of the country.
Okay.
So I don't get anything canceled or held up or anything, and make sure that I've got some handy local money.
I'm gonna listen to your card information.
I'm not giving any. I'm telling my people to do it.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna ask Nathan to handle the same stuff for me so that a certain somebody doesn't overhear anything.
Oh. Well, I don't have your information, Leslie. Would you like
Might
to
as
give it
well
to me?
just say it.
On second thought, I guess I'll do it myself.
Wick.
I'll handle all of Wick's information if you'd like.
Yeah, does Wick have a credit card?
Oh yeah.
No, I meant
rat!
I meant the travel documents for
Yeah, you can handle
bringing
that.
your pet and his
Can you handle his vehicle? Yeah.
remote-controlled car.
It makes me extremely happy.
Mm-hmm.
And his tiny knives.
Yeah, what's his car looking like right now?
Yeah, I am
mine.
interested in the description of Wick's car.
It's like a tiny convertible or something, you know?
He's got a
Nice.
convertible? God damn.
Sure.
He's chilling.
He is. He's chilling. He's just like...
I was thinking something a little bit less obvious, like a minivan or or a dump truck.
A minivan.
No, I'm kidding.
What about like a
that's
little
awesome.
monster truck?
So... He kind of is. He's in the Barbie car. Except it's like... It looks much nicer. There you go. Alright, so he's like, I can, my employer has indeed managed to arrange a private jet to get us there. It leaves in a few hours. If you wish to travel, we would want to travel quite rapidly. We don't have a lot of time. I will go and meet you there.
Excellent.
Dawn is furiously texting Lucy.
He messages something, information to Samuel that seems to be where to go to get on the plane. Well, excuse me, I must head on my way. So, grab what you need. This may be a long journey. I don't know. We'll find out.
Is the jet equipped with sufficient amenities to allow us to travel safely?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's very, very private. Very private. And I have been formed to be the go-between between the the pilot and the surface. As long as we check in with normal customs and such, we'll be fine. That the pilot won't need to interact with you at all, and everything should be fine.
Excellent.
Great. I'm going to go.
Excellent.
You do that, Fieldings.
And he'll kind of scurry off, leaving you to your own devices where you're at.
Does he remind anybody else of a beetle?
It's
He
offensive
reminds
to
me of a
beetles.
Renfield.
Yeah, the books were accurate.
Hmm
Kind of like a rat.
I was thinking he reminded me a bit of Rattay.
Mm.
Yeah.
Speaking of, do we have time to go there and acquire a little bit of very simple armor? Because
Sure.
I don't believe I have
You would actually
incorporated
ordered
any of those.
some, and it should be in by now. We'll say.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm. So you each have the lowest level of armor that does not interfere with your movements and stuff.
So Class 1 reinforced clothing.
Yes. Got some Class 1
Excellent.
armor.
And I've got my fancy suit.
Mm-hmm.
Because everyone knows fashion is the most important part.
Exactly.
Of course.
It is truly what you need. The fashion.
Mine is built into my pants and shirt and cape.
And his hat. He has
I still love the idea of Nathan just
And my
walking over
hat.
with a cape billowing behind him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
I
So,
love my cape.
what is your plan at that point in time, other than possibly stopping by Lars's place to pick up a little bit of extra equipment?
I'm trying to get Lucy to ditch Helena and come hang out with me for an hour.
She will not respond.
Yeah, I gathered.
Mhm.
Feels bad,
Coward.
man.
Howard.
I'll go hit on the other wives.
They're not here right now.
They will be eventually.
She slides into all of their DMs.
Yeah.
They'll respond in Romanian.
Leslie, help me sex them. Then I have to try and teach Leslie what sexting is.
You did.
I've already taught Lucy.
Salute! Simafaki. It's the best I got for you. There you go.
Okay, that'll do.
Be my
Go
fucking.
Buck Wow.
Oh, is that what that means?
No. I'm not gonna tell her what it means. I'm just gonna say, yeah, go ahead, say this.
So, you'll get yourself. You'll get all the equipment you feel like you need together. You'll arm yourselves up, grab your gear. Do you want to take anybody or anything with you on this adventure at this point?
Oh wait. Should we bring pebbles?
You probably, through Nathan, could have arranged to have the paperwork for Pebbles to transport.
Oh, do you guys
aboard.
want me to bring pebbles?
I mean, you could just have it as a large, slightly dangerous pet, and you can transport them, especially on private jets.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Pebbles yet. You know, I haven't seen him in a while. I miss him.
You had a couple of months to hang around with it. Pebbles has been having a tough time. Pebbles feels lonely, getting left alone.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah, Pebbles,
Per-
you can come.
Perhaps, in this particular instant, it might be good to leave Wick at home to protect your sewer location.
Alright, yeah. We can do that.
He's got an awesome car to race after things he needs to.
Alright, Wick, you gonna be good on your own?
Yeah,
And he
boss.
can harass your neighbor as well.
I'm gonna shank anybody good that tries to mess with your stuff.
Alright.
He's also gonna blast music every day.
He's gonna like blasting music,
Oh,
and so he's gonna
have
think
rat parties.
he's gonna have rat parties, but the guy's gonna think it's all you that's doing it because it seems
Yep.
like something
He'll
you would
do
do.
He
But it's-
deserves it.
So he's gonna have loud music and rat parties, and he's gonna think it's you, but it's not.
All right, Pebbles, you ready for a flight?
Sure, boss.
You've got a very, very interesting voice for a giant, dangerous creature.
I am a did we say Pebbles male or female?
Male.
Okay.
Did we?
I said male earlier.
You said male.
Or I
earlier.
said he earlier, so
What did you say earlier?
I said he.
Yeah.
So
I'm a proper crocodile. Don't worry about me.
All right, let's get going.
Oh, Tantus.
Mhm.
During the time skip, could I have had that Latin book I stole from the Tremere translated?
Sure. It's in like an old dialect of Latin, something not used a lot anymore, even in like places where they study Latin. It seems to be a book of, I wouldn't call it spells or rituals, but information that would be required in order to take steps towards spells and rituals, almost. It's like information on various components that you would use towards rituals and like preparing the proper ones.
Does it cover specifically like Tremere rituals, or is it like general ritual information that could be used for other things?
This seems older than like when you talk with someone. If you would talk with someone that has a little bit more expertise about it, this is not Tremere. This is mage. This is like Dark Ages mages.
Oh, I might have to talk to you about that later on then.
Okay. Which, again, you could have, with the amount of time, you could have like found out, if you didn't already know, that the Tremere were a group of mages that basically chose to become vampires through dark rituals, sacrificing other vampires, actual vampires, in order to, complete their transformations. And
it added 3 black mana to their mana pool.
It did. that's how they were able to cast their sacrifice spell.
I see.
Or the vampirism spell. I think that might not have 3 mana, but whatever. Anyway, the magic joke went bad after I tried to fix it up. I made it worse. I'm sorry.
No, I'm pretty sure vampiric touch is 2 and a black. You're good.
There you go. Hey.
All right. Well, I'm just gonna hold on to that book then, and talk about things later with you.
Yes. So it very easily could have been a book that's definitely would be in Tremere ownership, just because they had been actual mages.
Okay. Cool.
Yep. All right. So you all meet up at the plane. You go through some basic custom works. It's not as like in depth as you would definitely have in a normal airport kind of way. It's a much more private area going in, so it's much less scrutiny of who you are, where you're going, all that kind of crap that they would normally kind of put you through. You don't have to strip down, take off your shoes or anything like that. As you're getting a private red eye, basically, to Romania.
Okay. Just us on this plane?
It is just you on this plane. Fieldings will kind of greet you and stuff. He's like, it looks to be actually a pretty decent sized private jet, not like not like big airliner, but definitely larger than your average private jet. He'll kind of bring you to it. It's like, you can use these 2 rooms here. They have they are enclosed properly. They can be locked from the inside, but I will have a master key to unlock it in case of airplane-based emergencies. And everything is properly shaded when it comes to the windows. They can be closed correctly. So I will let the pilot know that we are ready for takeoff. If you want to settle yourselves in, well, out here is a more open lounge. If you wish to at least enjoy yourself with some sights of the night sky before you settle in. We'll be arriving during the day, but it's assumed that we've already arranged to have a layover at a place in Europe before in Paris for a few hours, so that we will arrive close to the evening time and your disembarkment can be at the correct time.
Excellent. Thank you, Fieldings.
Yes. Excellent. Ooh. That's a big friend you have there.
Which one is
Gonna
that?
Flex.
No, the crocodilian.
And she's like, oh.
That you probably have to have like either in a case or like on some kind of leash, I guess, or something.
He's got a little harness on, the lead.
Yeah.
And incredibly sharp teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And no like thing on the mouth. This is awesome.
It probably you probably to get it through customs you probably had to have something over Pebble's mouth just to be like, yeah, you can't bite anything right now. Yeah, we're good.
Pebbles is good. Pebbles wouldn't bite. Isn't that right, Pebbles?
Yeah, boss. I don't know if we should have left Wick on his own.
What is? So were we just like hissing at each other? Because crocodiles like hiss, right?
And make
They can hiss, yeah.
they can hiss. They can make kind of like they're not quite as loud as as like alligators when it comes to the guttural noises, but they can make something similar.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there's Pebbles.
Yeah.
No, Pebbles is because you have to think. Wick is like a giant rat, right? So is Pebbles a larger than average crocodile?
Like Wick itself is just like he would have been like not an average species of rat, probably like a more unusual one.
Fair enough.
And I haven't decided what type of crocodilian Pebbles is yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, because normally, as much as people like to spread the myth, crocodiles don't actually live in the sewer typically.
Yeah, you had to acquire this somewhere, and, you know.
Yeah, I think I got it from Florida, or like a guy from Florida brought it here.
Then there's a very good chance it's an American crocodile. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. So, cool.
If you'd like a larger one, I know people who know people.
I will figure it out though,
Cool
because
with
American crocodile is the most logical. But since you're just getting it from someone in Florida, they could have also just gotten in a crocodile.
Yeah,
from
because I
anywhere.
believe it was the context specifically. Close your ears if you don't want, cheating meta information. But it doesn't matter too much. But they happen to be a spot.
Oh shit.
It's just one of my, information buddies. So they probably travel around a lot, but it's still like there's still probably a pretty good chance it's American.
Yes. But okay. Anyway. So we move on to the trip. It will be a fairly long flight, but you will definitely make it successfully, as far as you know, because you will have to rest at a certain point in time. There are 2 rooms. Where are you taking the rooms? Who's splitting up where?
Don, me, and Nathan.
Yeah.
Wait, I thought there were 3 rooms.
No. That's when we
this is
get
the
there.
plane.
Oh,
This is on the plane. There's
on
2
the
rooms.
plane.
Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll just sit by myself with my.
Oh.
Oh wait.
I'll hang out with
Crocodile
Samuel
probably.
for a little while
Oh,
and
alright.
like talk to him about where the interaction of finance and computers happens. But when it comes time to go to sleep, I'm going back into the other room.
I'm gonna teach him some tips too.
I'm
You
gonna.
should feed
head-
Ranfield some rats.
Oh, and I'm also going to help explain to him more of the subtleties of the spy business, or rather, what I know of it.
Mm.
Don't say
gonna-
anything directly.
Yeah. Don't give people who aren't already known allies. And even that, don't give allies don't give people information.
No.
Us.
Give us information.
I'm gonna teach you about some backdoors into some of your competitions, like websites, stuff
Ooh,
like that.
I like this.
I'm gonna show Dawn cool
All right,
shadow
do
tricks.
I
in
have
the
to
bedroom.
roll computers to see how accurate my information is?
Sure. Please do.
All right, let's go. All right, probably computers intelligence.
Yeah, computer's intelligence would be the correct one.
If I can. I always look at it and expect it to be like in alphabetical order, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
All right.
Okay, yeah, you can get some decent information.
Sweet.
All right, there you go.
Dawn is gonna show people how she can crush things now.
Just like squishing stuff. You like take a phone book where you're like, where do you find that even? Like tear it in half. It's like, where did you even find that?
I brought it with me for this specific reason.
Leslie's gonna ask Dawn, so you're not particularly stealthy, are you?
I have a little stealth. I snuck past people in the library. Just.
Do you want to learn additional stealthy things?
Heck yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna show her.
Sneaky and strong and loud.
I'm just gonna like show her tricks of like blending into shadows and.
Dawn's version is just she hits the deck every time and hides behind something.
Close enough. Close enough.
Getting good.
Anyway.
I'm also going to show Samuel my new cool ability from obfuscation. I'm gonna turn into somebody else.
Okay.
In response to that, I'm gonna look out the window and see if there are any birds.
Probably.
I'm gonna try and control a bird.
Wait, a bird ain't keeping up with a jet.
You accidentally
You're like,
the
you're like,
engine.
It's like the bird just like you're in a jet, so like you probably like notice a bird, but it's like way far out there, kind of like, and you're definitely passing by it at very high speeds, kind of thing. It's like, oh,
All right, I'll show
I
you.
think
I'll
there's
show you when we get
a
there.
bird out there.
I'm not controlling.
He's just
pebbles.
sitting in the plane making bird noises, trying to get its attention.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, my ability is really weird because I can just get locked inside the bird body if I try to control something.
I
Or
want
not
a
like
parrot,
that.
but
So
it's
I can
Samuel.
get my mind back, but I'll be like an animal in my mind. So I'll basically be as dumb as Wick.
Wick is very smart. I'll have you know.
Well, smart for a rat.
Exactly. Very smart.
Yep.
Yep. So
So when you turn back around, I'm completely different looking.
Who do you look like? Like Dawn?
No. I look like let's see, Gene Hackman, right? He's an old guy. Yeah, I look vaguely like Gene Hackman.
Why do I feel like you've used these powers to turn yourself into young women?
It's a good look.
Just spend some time alone.
I haven't yet. I'm not quite good enough yet.
Aw.
Aw, not yet.
At least get the boobs. If you can get the boobs, you're gonna be fine. You know?
I mean, Gene
You'll have a great
Hackman's
time.
got like man boobs, right?
Probably.
I'm
That's
excited for
what
a
I got.
situation where you have to look like me. Like we're just like the situation. What are you talking about, Alexa? Stop.
I could try.
Alexa, play Despacito.
Nope. Anyway, so yeah, I can do that now.
It's pretty
That-
dope.
It's
That is
creepy.
a thing that you could do.
Hmm.
All right. So, you all rest, and the trip goes, well, relatively fine, as far as you know. you kind of start resting somewhere over the Atlantic, and Pebbles is keeping an eye out, and so is Fieldings, and things go well for you, relatively speaking. And then all of you will awaken as the plane has already touched the ground. It'll be a little after sunset that you'll hear a knock on each of your doors. It's like, we've arrived. It's time to get welcome to Bucharest. The pilot has already disembarked. We're good to head out whenever we want to.
Excellent. Please escort us to our luxurious accommodations.
Yes, I shall. Let me just let me get a vehicle for us. You can wait for a little bit before he'll return with what looks to be a minivan.
Is it the panel van with no windows on the back?
Or like a mummy van.
I don't know the difference.
Whoa. We don't want to deal with mummies.
Alright, Tantus, like a cargo van, like a business van, or like a family van?
Family van.
Alright.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, like soccer van.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent.
Alright, let's go to the inn, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay. So he will take you to a small place, kind of on the outskirts of the city. You're actually in the northern parts of the city right now, above Bucharest proper. As most airports are technically, outside the city proper anyway. So it isn't actually traveling far before you arrive. The place is quaint, I would say. It's a kind of smaller area. I wouldn't call it like an old building. Still something pretty decently aged. It's the Concorde Old Bucharest Hotel.
Ah, yes, of course. A luxurious establishment.
I mean, it's nice. For Eastern Europe, it's nice. But then again, I've never been to an Eastern European inn, so I can't say which is, or hotel, so I can't say which is really great. He's like, we got. I have a couple of the three suites have been arranged for you for a week right now. We can extend our stay. We've informed them that we might need to. We're here on business. I personally am going to go into town. I have a business that is separate from your own to attend to, and if you need me, Samuel can contact me. All right then. Have a nice stay here. So yes, it's a smaller building, but it is an expensive looking building. Unless I've going differently than my pictures that I'm trying to figure out here.
Alright, me and Pebbles are gonna go check out my room.
Wait, are the three rooms that were rented
no.
for us specifically, or
Never mind.
is
It's a very large house. Okay, whatever. I chose the wrong hotel. You know what?
Oh.
Is this the one in the center of Bucharest, right across from the city courthouse?
I think it might be. Accidentally, I chose the wrong one. Whatever.
oh hell yeah, we swanky up in here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
the 3 rooms that were rented, are they specifically for us, or is Fieldings included in those 3
No,
rooms?
he's not included in them.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You're described as eccentric business people.
I
That
can
will,
pull
that
off
will
that
need
one.
their privacy while they're in town here for important business that will theoretically help out the city of Bucharest. Maybe bring in some tourism. Hence why they accept a crocodilian. And they probably are like, do you need something to put that into? Like the specialty area for us to keep it in safely.
Just rent the entire pool.
No, it's
Yes.
very well trained. Don't even worry about it.
Do you need some
Did you
place
say
for
that
it to go to the
snaps a little?
bathroom?
Could just use the bathtub
I mean, we are right on the river.
for that.
Is Samuel just gonna walk it down to the river every day?
Take it
You know,
for a
take your
walk,
crocodile for a walk to go to
Hopefully
the bathroom.
not during the
Other
day.
animals.
Probably not during
Not
the
during
day.
the day.
No, God.
Yeah, I'll walk my crocodile. It's fine.
Before Fieldings leaves, I'll ask him if he's arranged for us to, for introductions to the local prince.
Oh, you probably don't want to talk to the local, prince. We're here on the down low, though the local prince is currently not associated, per se, with them. There's rumors that they might be. You see, up until about, 20 years ago, a Bali controlled this region, but that's just, turns out the entire, I do know, I was informed a little bit of this, the entire, demon sealed below Transylvania thing, well, it turns out there's a lot of folks, worshipping said being. Anyway, yeah, so, try to stay out of the locals' sights, just in case.
Who currently
I was
controls?
more questioning the feeding.
Oh, try to stay out of the locals' way and do what you need to do.
So, tourists.
It's easy enough. I eat rats.
Yeah. I mean, the same situation will work for Nathan and Dawn as usual. And I just gotta be sneakier this time.
Very much more sneaky. Yes.
Well, yes, I'm pretty much set.
Yeah.
Yep, me too.
Don't just need some help occasionally.
Yes, Dawn is a bit messy.
Well,
Fieldings, who currently controls this region?
Oh, I believe their name is a person goes by Ansel.
Do you know their clan?
I unfortunately do not. This region has been in a lot of trouble.
Is Ansel Sabat?
As far as I know, no.
Do you know if the Sabbat have any sway in this region?
Things have been up in the air. The Semiche traditionally have a lot of control over this region. But then, there was, in the entire thing, let me think here. I did learn a little bit about this, but it's been a while since I did. There was an entire incident with the Cathedral of Flesh, which, my employer didn't have as much connections with, but his fellow elders did. And then post the Dark Ages, things went very south in relation to that. And then, well...
All right, last question, Fieldings.
Look, things have been very bad around here. And at most, you'd have to worry about demon-worshipping vampires or Sabbat. So, yes, we are not in safe territory.
Know the general demographic of what clans we might run into here?
if you're encountering any, there's probably going to be some Semiche. I assume there's still a presence in this region of the world. You might find some Lasombra. They are connected together, at least if you find some Sabat. As I said, there's a good chance that they have a presence here at least. I don't know how much control. Be on the lookout for Bali, but they're probably going to be disguising themselves as another clan. They do a lot. You know.
What are Bali?
That's why don't you make an occult intelligence to see what you knew about it on your own?
Why doesn't someone else do that?
On someone with occult intelligence, roll that to answer his questions.
I've got intelligence and no occult.
I've got 3 occults and
I'll use this roll for the
5
time being because I still haven't gotten
intelligence.
skills completely figured out.
Hey, why'd you roll it? Thing.
He felt like rolling it.
Yeah.
That's
he
a
failed.
terrible roll.
Oh my god.
Should I?
Go ahead and roll it, but Nathan may know enough. May
I'm
know
rolling
enough.
it.
Nathan tells other people to roll it, pulls 3 9s out of his pocket.
Oh my lord! I'm the best one and I suck.
Yeah. Okay. So Nathan, Bali are a bloodline of vampires associated with the worship of demons.
Okay.
They are one of the few vampires that is truly vulnerable to true faith. Basically means because they've connected themselves with demonic forces, basically those of faith that are true to their name can actually affect them. So some of those old rumors of vampires affected by crosses and stuff are probably more from things like Bali. They're also the most hated group of all.
Which kind of demons are we talking here? The angelic hell demons or abyss demons?
Probably more angelic hell demons. I mean, there's connections between the two of them.
Yeah.
It's more like fallen higher beings that have formed themselves in various places within the Shadowlands. The things of the abyss are basically the darkest of everything and have the least amount of any kind of thing that could be described as humanity. While the demons that we would describe, if you're talking about going into the book Demon the Fallen, are those that have possessed mortals and then regained a bit of their, not humanity, but like semblance of the goodness they once had. That's why you can play a demon character in the World of Darkness, because it's like, oh wait, I shouldn't be such a horrible demonic creature. You know, I used to be nice and good and have like this like great life until I was like plunged into eternal torment for like a long period of time. That drove me mad and murderous. Oh wait, I've lost a part of that. Good for me.
Good for me as you tear the heart out of some innocent being.
Well, I mean, they've already technically possessed and taken over the body of whoever it was, so they no longer, person's body has already been like destroyed as they've assimilated their soul, but that's besides the point. But it's now you're feeling bad for it, and you can play the character. It's like, now I feel bad for what I did. Oops. So, they do have their own rituals that can adopt other clans into the Bali, basically making them Bali. And it's really unsure where they exactly came from. There's like 3 founders to the group, so it's unsure like exactly what there is. But the clans have before put away their differences, all of them, in order to fight the Bali. There have been various Bali wars that have been tried to eliminate them, and they are very hard to eliminate completely. They are very good at hiding themselves. One of their clan's disciplines is obfuscate. Plus, they have a discipline that's all about demonic control and using their powers of demons and such. So, that's a thing.
So what I'm hearing is we need to get in good with the local church.
Yep.
I'm down with this.
Yeah, okay with it.
I had my first foray into a church in many years, not long ago.
Fieldings, do you know where I might procure a whip?
No.
Fieldings,
think-
could you procure me a whip?
If I have some time.
Do you require it to be made of chain link, or would you prefer a more traditional leather?
Oh, that is a tough decision. I mean, you got style versus tradition.
Oh, I want one too.
Let's go classy. A chain whip for sure.
Dawn, do you get the reference?
No, I just want one.
Okay, that's fine.
This is acceptable.
Mine's
Samuel,
leather.
you've
Mine's for
got
something else.
ROMs on your computer, right?
I should.
Okay. Please show Dawn the Castlevania series.
All right, let me just.
Someone ends up stealing the laptop and sits there for like 6 days, almost breaking it at some point because she's pressing too hard.
Dawn, we need to go do this thing. Hold on. I'm almost done with this one.
I just got to
Did you want,
Dracula,
like,
guys. I
a-
can't stop.
Did you want like a controller to use, or did you just want to stick with?
I'll
I
stick with
imagine
the
controller
keyboard.
might. Okay.
I might break the controller is the thing.
Oh
That's
god.
fair. Don't break
Okay.
the keyboard.
I won't break the keyboard. We'll be fine.
So yeah, the thing about True Faith is it's very dangerous because totally all of you will still be affected by True Faith. It's basically someone that's gone beyond your normal religious beliefs to like this level of understanding of the world almost, a faith in the world. So there might still be that core of whatever religion it is, but their faith has like exceeded it, and it affects supernatural creatures then.
I thought it.
Volley
wait,
severely.
In your case, I thought it just affected the volley.
Oh, to volley, it's severe effects.
Okay.
For you
So
people,
what-
it would be like if a priest that had true faith would touch one of you, it would burn your flesh a little bit.
So-
it would be-
Well,
it
just
would-
don't
it-
let him touch
it
my
would-
flesh. That's
It
simple.
wouldn't like do damage, but it'd be like that kind of thing.
It
Or-
would sting.
Yeah, it would sting. You would,
So what you're saying is we need to go through other people. Got it.
that's the kind of thing. Yeah. Though apparently there are some vampires that can get true faith, and most of them tend to be Nosferatu. But that's besides the
I require holy water, a whip, and a couple of axes, please.
mm-hmm.
Okay, the whip is reasonable, but really, I mean,
When in Rome or Romania.
oh. When in Romania, holy water still burns.
Exactly.
All right.
I guess let Fieldings head off and do his thing.
Yeah, I'll order a.
Okay.
I'll see if I can order a whip on Amazon.
Yeah. If you really want to know, just for a little bit of information,
Mhm.
other than the Nosferatu
Always.
that have it, the only other groups that have true faith, there's a Gargoyle that does, a La Sombra that does,
Interesting.
and a Malkavian that does.
Well, that makes sense.
The Malkavian makes sense. The Sombra makes slightly less sense.
The Sombra was like a
you do
high
you, boo.
priest kind of thing in like Christianity.
Yeah, how exactly is this Sombra
They call those popes.
rationalizing the Shadow Realm Abyss demons with...
Well, he did die in 1999, but he was a powerful 6th generation.
Okay.
That was sort of connected to Sabbat. I mean, he really was like all religious, you know. He embraced. It was said that he saw that the curse of Caine was a way for him to be able to do God's work for eternity. That he could
Alright,
take
then.
this curse and then use it, basically.
Ends justifies the means.
Yes. I mean,
Alright, well-
he totally was very inquisitory. I'm just saying he was around that time period. I'm just saying.
Do we have any actual leads on what we're supposed to be doing here? Because currently we're just in and in.
Searching the castle.
Do you know which castle to search?
Yeah.
Presumably the one that Fieldings directs us to.
He gave you no
Fieldings.
such direction. He left.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
excellent.
really we've been dropped off in Bucharest. We're in an inn, and we have an inn. It's a hotel. We really have no idea what we're doing really at the moment.
What we do have, though, is a Samuel.
Okay.
This is true.
Sam, why don't you go look up all the stuff?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Sammy.
What do I gotta do?
I guess.
Presumably,
What are you trying to find
investigate-
out about?
Possibly secure an Impala.
Want me to secure an Impala? Excuse me.
I'm glad that Carpe gets every one of my references.
Someone's got to.
Well, what we're looking for is something supernatural. So perhaps if you wanted to look up some of the lore of what castles were said to be owned by the historical figure Vlad Tepes, as I am interested in history myself. If you'll recall, I was just at a museum regarding artifacts from this area. And now, of course, we are trying to drum up support for the historical study of old castles.
Wait, but what do I roll?
If you're just
Assuming,
like Google, if you're like looking it up online, I guess it's just computer intelligence. I mean,
You said what intelligence?
computer intelligence. If you're just like looking it up online, I
Right.
mean, it's.
Pretty good at looking stuff up.
Okay. Yeah. You will definitely find some information out. You will find that there is a place called Dracula's Castle, but with a little bit of Googling, you'll find out that that place is just called Dracula's Castle because it's the castle that basically Bram Stoker used in his novels.
Mhm.
The actual location that Vlad the Impaler lived at was Ponari Castle. Ponari Castle, which is the real Castle Dracula, is about 2.5 hours away from where you are now. You're basically kind of at the center of this. I wouldn't call it. I don't know what they call it, like county kind of thing, or like state in Romania. You're in the center of it, which is Bucharest, and this is like northeast of you, towards the edge of it, up in the mountains.
Well, I think we should visit Dracula's castle first.
Yeah, well, look at this Ponari castle.
Okay with some sightseeing.
Ooh.
Which is Bran Castle, which is also about 2.5 hours away, also to the northeast, actually.
Wait, so both castles we want to go check out at the moment are to the northeast, 2 hours away?
One of them is a little farther north. Bran Castle's closer to Brasov, and Ponari Citadel, as it's called, is a little farther east of there. So they're relatively close to each other, actually. But one was like the actual capital that Vlad the Impaler used for his area, and the other was in the territory, and he supposedly, never actually visited it. According to information that Samuel found. Though you don't know no one knows for sure if he actually ever went to Bran Castle. His actual connections to it. But it's the castle and the Dracula stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Alright. Well, now that we kind of discovered where you're going, why don't we take our first break? And we'll be back with you deciding, you've been left with a minivan.
We're just gonna go sightseeing around Romania. It's fine.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So,
That'll happen.
if you need a drink, bathroom, snack, anything like that, go ahead and take it. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. And so, yep. See you next second book.